Hello! Today we are going to solve a problem on the topic of average speed. The condition is as follows. A body is moving two parts of the path consecutively. The first part of the path moves at a speed of 10 km per hour. The second part of the path moves at a speed of 2 km per hour. Each part of the path is 2 km. Find the average speed of this body. So, in the figure, let's show what the drawing for this problem looks like. So, we have the whole path, and there are two parts of this path equal to 2 km each. On the first part of the path, the body moves at a speed of 10 km per hour. On the second part, with a speed of 20 km per hour. At what average speed will this body move? What is the average speed? Let's write down the formula for its calculation. Average speed is the entire distance traveled by this body divided by all the time spent. Next, our task is to determine the entire path traveled and calculate how much time it took to travel this path. Let's get started. So, the total distance traveled by the body we see is the sum of two sections. Accordingly, the entire path is 4 kilometers. What is the total time? We see that at each section, the body is moving at a different speed. We can calculate the time at each individual segment and then find the total time by adding them together. Let's start with the first segment. The time of the first segment will be the length of that section. We divide it by the speed of the body in that section. If we divide 2 by 10, we get 0.2 tenths of an hour. We do the same for the second section. We divide 2 kilometers by 20 kilometers per hour, and we get 0.1 tenth of an hour. Therefore, the total travel time is the sum of T1 and T2, and the calculation shows that this time will be 0.3 tenths of an hour. Then we find the average speed. 4 kilometers, the total distance. The total distance traveled by the body is divided by the total time. And in order to calculate the value of the average speed, let's multiply both the numerator and denominator by 10. That's 40 kilometers divided by 3 hours. Well, and here an approximate calculation shows us that the value of the average speed will be about 16.7 kilometers per hour. As you and I see, the value of the average speed turned out to be 16 whole 7 tenths of a kilometer per hour. Often this problem can begin to be solved by calculating the arithmetic mean of these two speeds. As you and I understand, the arithmetic mean will give a value of 15 kilometers per hour. And naturally, this value now did not coincide with our answer, because in general, when we solve the problem, we must follow this very formula. Therefore, in practice, always start with this formula and apply it in solving such problems. That's all for now. See you in the next class.